Hey, welcome to the SedgeTool 2025 Holiday Gift Guide. So pay attention, because most of these items I'm going to show you are under $20. There's a couple that are just under $50. So check it out, and don't forget, the links are in the description below. So the first one, like I need another pry bar, I saw my buddy Patrick using this, and he swears by it. It is a 4140 model number, linked down below, and it's made by a company called Willing. And I have a ton of pry bars, but the reason I like this, it's really thin and it gets behind that baseboard perfectly. Let me show you. So when I'm removing baseboard, the first thing I'm gonna do is cut the caulking here. And where this really shines is it gets right behind here, so I can take these wedges. Boy, is this nice. This really works fantastic. This is a must-have if you're doing any kind of remodeling. And it fits perfect on the pouch. What could be more perfect than another utility knife? And this is the Olfa. This is my everyday carry. It's a 3/4 blade. It's a breakaway blade. The reason I really like it is it has some flex, so I can actually scrape with it. Okay, this gets me out of a lot of tight spots. I don't have to go and grab another utility blade. It's a snap away, so that is a fresh point on there. But what most people don't know, this is dull here, and this is perfect to open paint cans. So check it out, and it's the perfect stocking stuffer. Next up is something that every person building cabinets these days needs. And you may think this is an ordinary tape measure. It lives right in my pouch. This is the Fast Cap metric and imperial tape measure. You have metric here and you have imperial here. But I like to build my cabinetry, my frameless cabinetry, on 32mm increments. And they're on here on the scale, every 32mm is a little diamond, just like the diamonds on 16 on center on an imperial tape measure. So when I measure this piece, I know it's 768mm, and that's divisible by 32. So it lets me set up my line boring system absolutely perfect. Now, what a lot of people don't realize about a Fast Cap tape, and this is an extra bogey on here, right here is a pencil sharpener, so you're never without a sharp pencil on the job site. So check this out. I bet you don't know what this is. So on the bottom here, you have an indexing pin and 3 magnets, and this is a really good piece of A2 steel ground at 30 degrees. So what you have to do, or what I did, is I stropped it really quick. You can really put a high hone on this if you want, but I'm using it to remove glue, and this is why I got it. And what you do is you put it right on here like this. It indexes, and now you have a flush cutter. It's basically a small chisel plane. So instead of taking a chisel where you have a tendency you could gouge your material, this sits flat, and it's a really, really great remover. So where I'm gonna use this the most is when I have stuff drip on my MFT. This trims it effortless, because I had some glue splash out of the joint on there, and look how easy this is. Wow, I can see this working fantastic. If I put a really high hone on this and polish it out, this would be a perfect chisel plane for paring down dowel plugs. This is a great addition, and hopefully I pronounce it right. It's by a company, Sonnery or Sonnery. So check out in the description. I'll have a link to this. Hey, the next one is from a company that I use a lot of their equipment in the SedgeTool shop. But this one lives in the wall, and it looks simple, but you're gonna see all these snaps right here. It folds flat, but then when you put it together like this, and it goes together wicked quick, it makes the ultimate small parts holder. So when I'm setting up with my quick screws and I'm setting up to build a cabinet, I just pour them in here and set this on my cabinet and my assembly table and go to town. And the nice thing about this is when I'm done and I haven't used all my screws, these act like a little funnel and I can feed them back in the box just like this. And it stores flat right where it needs to be. Always right there when I need it. Okay, so the next item, I think everybody should own one of these. It's a pica maca. They're pretty simple. It is a larger lead or a thicker lead. I don't use this for fine joinery. What I use this for is a general marker in the shop. It's a pencil lead. And what I do is I mark my boards so I know how to present them to the machine, or I know when I go into glue up, I have them labeled properly, and it's just pretty simple. If this ever dulls, there's a pencil sharpener right here that lives right on board. Get yourself one of these and you'll wonder how you ever worked without it. So this one, I've done a video on this. It's a dry lube. The company is PB Blaster. It's very inexpensive, but this will make things work better in your shop. It's silicone free, so it doesn't react with finishes. So a lot of people, when they have a track and a track saw, they spray the track with a lubricant. You don't need to. Where you need to spray it is this groove right here, and you don't overdo, and you just spray a little in here like this and like this. Okay? And then where I also use this is after I clean my blades, I let them completely dry out, and I spray a little on here like this, a little on here like this. I let it dry to a haze and I buff it off. This will make your blades cut like a laser in the hardest of woods. Coming in at under $10 is this pencil. It's a mechanical pencil. It's by Pentel, a very respected name. And it's called Graphic Gear. It's got nice knurling on here, and I always reach for the 0.9. Remember the pica maca pencil, the thicker lead? Well, this is for my finer layout and details, and it fits perfect in all these little holes in the woodpecker system. And when I do my layout, it's absolutely perfect. And the nice thing is, with a 0.9, there's less tendency to what? To break. I also like it when I'm using my Polini pocket rule, when I do layout with this, because on a Polini pocket rule, you have this little indentation, and that 0.9 fits in there absolutely perfect. So like I said, this lives in my pouch. The reason I really like it is if I depress this clip, what happens is it retracts in the stiffener that's there on the lead, and you can push it in like this and you won't break the lead. So it makes that more efficient so you don't go through as much lead. So you'll notice in all the B-roll that this 0.9 is yellow. When I first bought it, and I'll have a link down below for both, just the 0.9, but also the set. That's how I bought it as a set. I believe it's around $45. But you get in that set a 0.4, a 0.5, a 0.7, and a 0.9. They're all color-coded. I didn't think I needed the others, but I bought it because somebody suggested it. But I'll show you where I use the 0.5 quite often. So where I really like the 0.5, it fits perfectly with my blade on my tight marking gauge. And I can highlight that when I'm cutting dovetails, and I can just scribe across like that. That 0.5 fits perfect in there. So as my eyes get older, I can see my knife marks better. Hey, as we wrap up the 2025 Christmas gift guide from the SedgeTool shop. Hopefully this is some great last minute ideas for stocking stuffers. And as we always, oh, wait a minute. Time for our question. You waited. Okay, before the question, look below. Have you hit that button to subscribe to the SedgeTool channel? Please do so. So here is, my friends, a great Christmas question for you. Do you have a real tree or an artificial tree? What's your preference? So here's the wrap. Be positive, stay sharp, and we mean wicked sharp.